everyone, and welcome back to the Cozy Corner. My name is Lee, and this is my library. So grab a mug of something yummy and settle in for some talk of books. It is a rainy summer afternoon, and I am so ready to play another installment of the TBR Raffle, which is my TBR selection process. If you've never heard of the TBR Raffle before or have never seen any of my videos about this game, it's super easy. Basically, it's an elaborate drawing system where I took all of the books that I ever wanted to read and sorted them into genres, which are in these jars over here, and every month I draw 6 titles from those jars and they make up the TBR for the month. So I do assign subjects to each of the spots I draw. So the first one is the My Choice genre. I get to pick a genre to choose from each month. For September, because it is the beginning of fall, I am going to pick a mystery. It is probably one of my all-time favorite genres, and it will perfectly set the mood for this fall. The second slot I draw for is always a reread title. So I have pretty limited shelving in my library, and I bring in a lot of books every year, and so I want to make sure that I am rereading continually books on my shelf to make sure I actually want to keep them, or whether I can donate or give them away to make room for the new stuff that's coming in. The third spot is the personal TBR. So I have a couple shelves over here that are full of books that I either have picked up from library rescue sales, garage sales, Black Friday sales, or books that have been given to me as gifts. It's my own sort of personal TBR outside of what I do for BookTube, and so I always want to make sure that I am working on decreasing those books as well. And then the rest will be drawing first the genres that will go for the remaining 3 spots, and then I will be drawing book titles from those genres. Super easy, you'll get it as soon as you watch it. I really love this game because it's super tailorable to what you want your BookTube goals to be, and it's a lot of fun. And you know that every book in there is a book that you have wanted to read or do want to read, and it just makes it so exciting, takes all the pressure away from choosing, and it's just a great way to enjoy good books. I am a little behind in my TBR Raffle drawings, so I'm kind of thinking, because nothing is ever perfect, we tweak things as we go, I'm kind of thinking that at the end of the year, if I haven't gotten to all of the books that I have pulled from this game, I will put them back in the game and they will still remain, and I could potentially have another drawing of them in the new year. I'm kind of thinking that's what I want to do. And I'm also thinking, hang on. It is scary to sneeze with a full cup of hot coffee in your hand. I'm also kind of thinking that maybe at the end of the year, I do a video of all the books that I didn't get to. I don't know. So if you have any suggestions on what you think I should do with the books that I didn't get to, I would love to know. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, as I said, we're going to start with the My Choice genre of drawing, which is the mystery genre. I'm so excited because it's one of the most full jars. Okay, I got to put this down now. Let's play some TBR Raffle. Okay, here we go. It's one of my most full jars. Okay. Here we go. Reaching in. I want... Oh, there's a big clump of them all together. I kind of want this one. Okay. Ooh, here we go. First one. Oh, yay! Oh, okay. This will be so easy. Yes, thank goodness. I got a Deadly Inside Scoop. So this is a Cozy Murder Mystery Series, the Ice Cream Parlor Mystery Series by Abby Collette. The first is called A Deadly Inside Scoop. So this follows the story of recent MBA grad Bronwyn Cruz, who has just taken over her family's ice cream shop in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. And she is renovating it, and she decides to open after the summer season in the middle of a snowstorm. And then what's worse, a dead body shows up outside of the store, and turns out that it was someone who had a feud with her family, and a family member of Bronwyn's is involved or implicated in the death. So pretty standard fare for a cozy murder mystery. Small town, a family business, enemy dies, family suspected, you're introduced to the atmosphere and the characters. It just sounds so good. I believe there are 3 out currently. One is Deadly Inside Scoop. The second one is A Game of Cones. And the second one is A Killer Sunday. So it sounds like these are pretty good. They are pretty highly rated, above average, which is good. So I think they will be easy to get through, which is great. Okay, that was a good choice. Good first pick. Good easy first pick. I love when books are going to be easy to get through. All right, let's go to the reread jar. Here is my reread jar. I'm very proud of myself. I've made some decent progress in rereading some books on my shelves. Have I finished all of them? No. Paradise Lost is sitting on my to-read shelf staring me down. So we'll see what I draw from this one. I'm hoping it's easy. I don't want it to be a series. I already got too many of those backing up my shelves. Let's go with, yes, this one on the outside. Yep, right here. Here we go. Oh, it's a small one. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh, poetry! Yes! Okay, it is Human Chain. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, boy, I haven't read this since college. Here we go. I still have pages dog-eared. This is a Human Chain, a collection of poems from Seamus Heaney, one of my all-time favorite poets. He is Irishman through and through. It's really interesting because I'm in the middle of reading The Woman Who Stole Vermeer, which is all about Irish republicanism. Oh, dust. Gotta sneeze. There's some pretty poetic flowery language in the description, but basically, the biggest line that can describe this group of poems is lifelines to the inherited past. So basically, all about humanity, all about his growing up to middle age, all of the things he's learned from his family. This is not his biggest collection. I also have Opened Ground down there, which is about 5 times the size of this. This will be a really easy and beautiful read. Ugh. I'm so excited. I love Seamus Heaney so much. Oh, I can't wait. This will be a super easy read. If you've never read anything by Seamus Heaney, 100% would recommend literally anything he's ever done. Can you tell which shelves I haven't dusted? Have not dusted my poetry shelf. Alrighty. 2 great choices. It is time for the personal TBR, which is this shelf and this shelf of books. I got some big ones in there. I got some small ones in there. I hope it is a small or quickly moving one for my personal TBR. Okay, here we go. Oh, I felt one I wanted right away. Just dove straight in for it. Here we go. What is this? Oh, it's a relatively big piece of paper. Oh, okay. One of my handwritten ones. The Rosie Project. Okay, this is the Rosie Project. It is a very beat up copy. More dust. I found this one in a little library in the town where I used to work. And it looked really cute, really interesting romance. So let me read the description because I don't exactly remember. Okay, yes. So this follows the story of Dawn and Rosie. So Dawn is a genetics professor who's on a quest to get married, but he has created this 16-page what's the word I'm looking? Disqualification process of like weeding out all of the women he would never want to marry. And so he believes that if he uses this, the wife project, he will be able to find the person he's supposed to spend the rest of his life with. And then Rosie enters the picture and he quickly disqualifies her and yet something about her and her quest to find her biological father, see the Father Project, kind of captures his attention. And it seems to be kind of like a maybe enemies to or friends to lovers, very opposing personalities, methods of thought, and yet, you know, can you find love or does love find you type of thing. It looks like it will move very quickly. I've never read anything by Graeme Samsion before, but yeah, looks like it'll go fast, which is great, and I feel like it'll be a really cute, flirty, slightly scientific read. We've done the reread, we've done the personal TBR, we've done the my choice genre. Now it's time to draw the 3 genres that I will be picking from for the last half of this game. Here we go. Now, I don't know if I've had a month where I haven't drawn multiple genres that are similar or many of the same. So I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, mystery, reread, and personal TBR are all in here. So I could draw more than one from the same genre, which has happened. So let's see what our first genre is. I'm gonna go right here. Here we go. Oh. Okay. We have another essay. I think the last essay one I read was, let me tell you what I mean, Joan Didion. Some of her first essays, and that one was okay. All right, we got another essay. Let's see here. Been getting a lot of nonfiction this year, which is great. Let's go with this one. Here we go. Oh, another romance. Technically, the Rosie project wasn't drawn from the romance jar, but it is a romance. So we got another romance. Okay, third and final genre. Here we go. Yeah, I want this one that's right here on the bottom. Okay, here we go. What is this one? Oh, odd. The one that fell out was mystery. But the one I grabbed was science fiction. I don't think I've read a science fiction this year. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, let me grab these genres. Hang on. Okay, first one up was essay. I have essay and poetry split down the middle here. I don't have a lot in either. All right, let's draw from the essay side though. Let's go with this one. Oh, guess what? More Joan Didion, the White Album. Okay, so I think, yeah, the White Album follows the upheavals and aftermaths of the 1960s and Joan Didion's experiences with them. So examining key events and figures and trends like Charles Manson, the Black Panthers, the creation of the shopping mall, her own spiritual confusion. A lot of it, I think, also tackles the idea of mass culture and the phenomenon. And so I think it'll be very interesting. Weirdly, this era has been kind of prominent in a lot of the nonfiction, or some of the fiction that I have read this year. I kind of noticed a trend like that, weirdly. Last year was all about France, everything French. And this year has trended more towards 50s, 60s, 70s, that era. So, well, multiple eras, but that time frame. So it's very interesting. And it is an era that I find very politically fascinating. And so I think I will probably be a little bit more interested in these essays than I was about Let Me Tell You What I Mean, but we'll see. Okay, that took care of essay. Let's draw from the romance jar. Got quite a few in here as well. Romance really isn't a genre I read a whole lot of. I think because a lot of what I read already has romance elements in it, and so I've mentioned before that I think it kind of sings better if it's a secondary plot line, but that's just me. Okay, I'm gonna go, yeah, way down on the bottom. I want this one. Yep, right there. This one. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's kind of a big one. Oh, okay. Relatively recent publication, A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Yeah, so this is a trilogy, currently a trilogy, I don't know if it'll be anymore. The Curse Breakers trilogy by Brigid Kemmerer. This, I believe, is a retelling, if I'm remembering correctly, of Beauty and the Beast, I believe. All about, yeah, falling in love and breaking the curse. So there is a prince whose name is Ren, who is cursed to repeat the autumn of his 18th year, which is awesome. We love autumn vibes. Perfect for September. And then Harper, she has cerebral palsy, and I remember this book was a big deal because of its representation. And basically it's her job to figure out who Ren is and break the curse. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, because Emberfall, which is the place where this all happens, has lots of enemies, so there's a lot of outside forces that are trying to destroy it. So it sounds, you know, very Beauty and the Beast-esque, but I think it'll be a really unique story, and I know there are a lot of people who really love this book. It's got an over a 4-star rating on Goodreads, which usually means it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I know that a lot of people have truly loved this because of Harper, the main character. She's funny and very honest, and I really like that. And I believe this is YA. Yeah, YA. And knowing me, because YA is kind of my bread and butter, I have a feeling I will fly through these. So, love that. Okay. It is a trilogy, but that's okay. We'll just add them to the list. All right, and the last one that I'm drawing from is science fiction. Science fiction is split with horror because I don't have a whole lot of science fiction titles. But even though it's a genre that I don't necessarily read a lot of, I would love any recommendations. So if you have good science fiction that you'd want me to read, let me know. But I'm going to draw from the few that I've got in here. Let's go with, yeah, let's just do this one. Here we go. This one is, oh, oh no. Oh, you know how I said that I wanted easy? Ugh, I got The Midnight Library. If I'm remembering correctly, Nora Seed, who's the main character of The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, either commits suicide or is contemplating committing suicide. I can't remember. But basically she is brought to the Midnight Library, where the Midnight Library is full of doors, I think, or books. Makes sense if it was books. Basically she's given the opportunity to, yeah, look through, not doors. Why did I think it was doors? The library is books. To look at all these books for all the different ways her life could have gone. So she gets to view her life through all these possible scenarios and figure out what makes life worth living in the first place. I know that this book has gotten mixed reviews. It's rated pretty highly on Goodreads, but I know there are people who really liked it. And a lot of people who thought it felt kind of short of their expectations. Kind of, I don't know, it's a grab bag of opinion. And it's part of the reason why I don't like reading such wildly popular books so close to when they're popular, because there's so many opinions that are so prevalent at the moment that it kind of clouds the way I read things. But it's also a really heavy subject matter. And this year has been heavy already. Not that I'm in danger of anything, but I just don't know if I want to read that right now. But you know what? I like to stay current on this channel as much as I can. And this is a pretty popular one. Maybe I'll do a weekly reading vlog where I feature this. That would be interesting. See if my thoughts line up with other people's thoughts. Okay, let's go over what we've got. So, for the My Choice genre for mystery, we have the relatively new cozy murder mystery series, A Deadly Inside Scoop. For the reread, we have Human Chain by Seamus Heaney. For the personal TBR, we have The Rosie Project by Graeme Samsion. Don't know how to pronounce his last name. Then for the 3 genres, we have the essays, which is The White Album by Joan Didion. We have the romance title, which is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And we have science fiction title, which is The Midnight Library. So those are all the books that we are going to read for September. I am excited for a new month and a new group of books to pull from. Like I said, I am a little behind in my TBR reading, so we'll see which one I read next. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. If you've read any of these books or have any thoughts or opinions on them, I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel because it really does help me out and let me know what you guys want to see. As always, a huge thank you to the friends and family who have readily supported me on this journey. It truly means the world to me, and I can't wait to see what's on the next page. Cheers.